Welcome back, my enlightened ones. Welcome back to my channel. I got my little hearts on my head tonight. How is everybody tonight? I want to jump over the comments and say hi. Julie's here. Hi, Julie. Hi, Penny. Hi, Carrie. And we have Sarah and Shane in here. Oh, Natalie whispers in the realm of darkness. Yay, that's awesome. I'm glad you're here. Adam, welcome, welcome, welcome. Vincent, hello. So glad you guys could come in tonight. I get a lot of fun things that we're going to be doing tonight and things that we're going to be talking about. If you look at my face, non-judgmental. All right. Over here, this is the contrite heart. We talked about the contrite heart last week and hence the bleeding heart that's on this side. I kind of geared myself there. I geared over this way. Okay. Left is right, right is left. All right. I kind of shifted myself over this way because I've been having a lot of activity over here tonight, little things floating by. So I thought I'd give you guys something there, just went in front of me. Hello. So anyway, first of all, I do want to say the Reiki books are in, as well as the certificates. Your name will go here upon completion of the course. So we're all set with that. And everything's all registered and all set to go. So that's great. I got my beautiful shirt on. We have, again, the contrite heart over here, which does get broken through acts of what? Love. So that's the contrite heart. Through love comes healing of that heart, and then you begin to sparkle. So anyway, that's the sense of the shirt there, guys. So how is everybody tonight? I hope you're geared up for this. I'm going to be talking about Cupid. I'm going to be talking about Eros. I'm going to be talking about Saint Valentine's. I almost said St. Patrick's. St. Valentine's. Where are we? Anyway, so it's going to be exciting. He's got kind of a little love story, and the contrite heart is where I want to start this tonight. So we're going to begin with the contrite heart, and I'm going to explain to you exactly what the contrite heart is because it's going to feed over into St. Valentine's. Okay, so the contrite heart, the word contrite means crushed. It's only a superlative of broken. A contrite heart is a heart broken to pieces. In Holy Spirit scripture, the heart is the seat of all feelings, whether joy or sorrow. A contrite heart, let me show you my contrite heart here. Where are you? Way away from them. Okay, here's my contrite heart. Okay, so the contrite heart is one in which a natural pride and self-sufficiency have been completed and humbled by the consciousness of guilt, usually from society or from because you're trying to be your own person and somebody is holding you back and your will's broken. So that is the contrite heart. The contrite spirit, there are a few key words in this verse. Let's examine them to see what they mean. Broken comes from the Hebrew word to break or break to pieces. Contrite comes from the Hebrew word meaning to crush. Heart comes from the Hebrew word meaning inner man, mind, and will. That's what the heart stands for. Spirit comes from the Hebrew word meaning breath or wind. This is the reason why my name is Four Winds. It represents breath. It represents spirit. So that's what the winds and Four Winds actually stands for. And the four, of course, is the four cardinal points. So now you know what my name means. Okay, so let's put all these definitions together so we can understand what a contrite heart and spirit really is. A contrite heart or spirit is when a person's inner man or woman or will has been broken so they no longer run after the things they want, but surrender to the things that God wants. A broken heart or will says, I will no longer do this my way. As St. Valentine, he was imprisoned, as you're going to find out, by marrying people discreetly. He wasn't supposed to do that. So he had to surrender that will, and he was put in jail. Okay. So, to do this my way or my terms, but I will surrender to your ways. This type of heart that is fully surrendered to God, he will never turn away. So I want to make a point here is whether you believe in God or source or universal energy or what it is, Everything is seen by them. They see the sacrifices we make, because I want to show you how this applies to your modern day world. The contrite heart is the sacrifices we make for our loved ones. It's that pure unconditional love when we give and we actually hurt ourselves in the process and break ourselves down. So these do not go unseen. I promise you, not a tear falls that is not seen. Okay. All right, so in real life, you can apply this in a practical sense. This may mean surrendering your career choices. Maybe you've given up a job that you really loved for somebody or whatever, so it can apply that way. Your ministry choices. Maybe you were a nun and decided, you know what, this isn't for me, and you backed out of that. Marriage choices. I did that 4 times. I've given up. I'm just going to love everybody. Okay. So anyway, basically running every aspect of your life through the sieve of God's purpose and plan in your life. Doing good unto others. So in plainer language, I'm going to simplify this. God doesn't want your stuff. He doesn't want anything of material goods. Okay. The only thing that God wants from you is the love of your heart, and to share it with others. And that is the ultimate sacrifice right there, to give that love out to others. This class is about love today. Love and intent. Okay. So, and Psalm 34:18, I just thought I'm going to throw this in there because I thought that was interesting. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart and saves such as those who have a contrite spirit. Okay, so that's the contrite heart. So you know about the contrite heart. Now let's get on to the fun stuff. Okay. I just wanted to share the contrite heart because I want you to see how it's going to apply to these stories I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. I'm going to jump back over to comments because I'm being probably rude. I look so adorable. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. No ghost puppies, though. I have puppies nibbling at my toes. It's so cute. Got a cough. Sorry. If I look a little disheveled, I actually did a house cleansing today, as well as did Reiki on a couple of people. So I'm a little spent. Oh, did you see all the things in front of my face? One up this way and one over here. So anyway, I moved my fairy house over here, right there. That's where my fairy house is. My plants are all back here. So that's the section of my room that they like. So that's the reason why I geared the camera this way. I'm so happy you guys are here. You guys make me shine. I love having see my little heart antennas. To give it love to you. Okay, so Eros. Let's go back to Eros, shall we? I'll show you a picture. Eros, here he is. Eros, god of love. Woohoo! He's pretty sexy. In Greek mythology, Eros, the ancient Greek, in Greek is the god of love and sex. Okay. His Roman counterpart was Cupid. Where's Cupid? Hello, Cupid. This is Cupid here. Oop, his pee-pee's showing. Sorry. Okay, back to Eros. In the earliest account, he was a primordial god, while in later accounts, he is described as one of the children of Aphrodite and Ares. And in some of his siblings was one of the Erotes. The word erotes means a group of winged, loved gods. So that's what he was. Basically, he's a bigger form of Cupid. All right, he is one of the primordial gods, and again, he's Cupid. Okay, I'll let you look at that picture. Okay, so he's one of the primordial gods involved in coming into being into the cosmos. Okay, so I need you guys to listen with an open mind here, because we refer to certain things like the darkness, and we refer to it as it's a noun, it's a thing. Okay. There's a consciousness to it, and you're just about to find that out. Okay, so this is crazy. Eros was born from the darkness. This is before there was no light here, no heaven here. Eros was born from the darkness. Okay, so this is really crazy, guys. Here we go. Eros is represented as the son of Aphrodite, whose mischievous interventions in the affairs of gods and mortals cause bonds of love to form. Often illicity, which means forbidden by law, Ultimately, in later times, poets, he is represented as blindfolded child, the the precursor to the chubby Renaissance Cupid, which you see here with the little peepee. Whereas in Greek poetry and art, Eros was depicted as a young adult male who embodies sexual power and profound artist. Yes. Eros was worshipped by fertility cult, the Thespiae. In Athens, he shared a very popular cult with Aphrodite, and the fourth day of every month was sacred to him. Eros was one of the erotes, along with other figures. Those are the flying beings, such as Himeros, I'm going to mess these up, and Pothos, who are sometimes considered patrons of homosexual love between males. Eros is also part of triad of gods that played roles in homoerotic relationships, along with Heracles. It's not Hercules. It's Heracles and Hermes, who bestowed qualities of beauty and loyalty, strength, eloquence, respectively, onto male lovers. So he was the part of this whole gay pride thing. You go, man. Love is love is love. The soul is neither male nor female. If you can find love, you hold on to that with all you got in your body. That's end of story, and that's how I feel about that subject. God bless. All right. Primordial God. According to Hesiod's Theogony in 700 BC, one of the most ancient of all Greek sources, Eros, the god of love, was the fourth god to come into existence. Okay, listen to this, guys. Coming after chaos. Demons bring in chaos. Chaos is from the darkness. Chaos is a conscious being, okay? But they're going to refer to it more as just being a noun, okay? Gaia, Mother Earth, was born from here. Tartarus is the abyss. It's the deepest depths of hell, okay? It's the root of all boogie boogies, okay? So when you hear me say Tartarus, when I banish things that I know are not soul, okay, a demon or something negative that is not ever been born, okay, is usually only of two elements, and that is air and fire, okay? That's why they need a physical body, your vessel, okay? We are earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. So we are actually stronger than them. You just got to bully them back, okay? So Gaia, the Tartarus, the abyss, okay? At the beginning, there was only chaos. Again, think of chaos as a being, not just a verb. Chaos? No, that'd be a noun. That would be a noun. Sorry, my bad. Well, did something just go up in front of my face? I think I just saw something. All right. The beginning, there was chaos, night, dark, Erebus, and deep Tartarus, earth and air, and heaven had no existence. Can you imagine? No light here, just total darkness all the time. That's crazy. Hi, Eros. Glad you popped in. All right. Firstly, black-winged night laid a germless egg in the bosom of the infinite depths of Erebus. And from this, after the revolution of long ages, sprang the graceful Eros. Here he is, he sprang up. With his glittering golden wings, swift as whirlwinds of a tempest. He mated in deep Tartarus with dark chaos. He winged like himself, and thus hatched forth our race, which was the first to see daylight. That's a crazy story. How do you feel about that? I'm jumping back over to comments. Hi, everybody. Is it crazy so far? Anyway, it's going to get better and better. Okay, you're going to see body parts at the end. Sorry. I like my humor. Sorry. All right. Erebus, in law, in Greek religion, the god of dark religion of the underworld. This is where Hades resides. Hades. Hecate brings lost souls that are not worthy or not in frequency to go up to heaven, but they're not bad to stick in Tartarus. So they go to Hades, which is like an upper level part of hell. Okay, and remember, hell, Hel, is not a place. Hell is a spiritual being. I have introduced her to you. Okay, hell, Hel. You can look it up. Okay, so Hades is on the upper level, and they're supposedly hold those souls until whether Jesus comes back or whatever they decide to do with these. Cerberus, the three-headed dog, guards the gate so the souls can't escape. So I thought that was kind of interesting. All right. He is a son of chaos. Okay, this is Erebus we're talking about, who is also the mother of Erebus' wife, Nyx. So in other words, it's Erebus's in-law. Okay, Nyx. All right. The personification of light. Nyx, it brought us the light, okay, according to Greek mythology. The standard cosmology of Greek myth comes from Hesiod's Theogony, which describes a kind of genealogy of the gods. According to Hesiod, okay, pay attention to this one, in the beginning of the universe, there was chaos, the formless abyss from which the form of the universe emerged. Chaos was joined by other primordial deities, including Mother Gaia, that is Mother Earth, Mother Nature, whatever you want to call her. Earth is a living thing. Think about it. A crystal is a conscious being. The earth is one giant crystal. All right, the personification of the earth. Tartarus, the underworld and the depths of earth, and Eros, the god of love. From chaos sprang her children, Erebus and Nyx. These beings were usually portrayed as forces instead of beings, the phenomena rather than more anthropomorphic gods of popular mythology. Hesiod further claimed that Erebus and Nyx created the ether. You've heard of the astral realm? That is ether, okay? Now, when souls haven't crossed, I just want to point this out. When souls haven't crossed, okay, they hang out here in the astral realm or the ether, okay? Even when they're physically in the room with you, when I ask them what they see, they will tell on what they feel. They will tell me two things, and you've heard it from me before. It's cold and it's dark. There is nothing in the ether. The ether is created. Everything comes from the ether. Think of ether as God's mind. Okay, creation comes from the ether, God's mind. You get into Metatron's cube, the platonics of the universe. It all comes from the ether. Okay, Hesiod further claimed that Nyx created the ether, the bright air, and Hemera, day, created daylight alone. However, was said to have produced Thanatos, death. Yes, the spirit of death. Hypnos, the spirit of sleep. And Morea, fates. Yes, your fate. Nemesis, retribution. And many other dark phenomena. That is Eros' story. It's going to get better and better, guys. I'm going to jump over to comments. Everybody okay? I know, isn't this crazy? It's so nuts. It's just, can you imagine? Because we think of things with the human mind. We have a tendency to take things from the ego perspective in us, and that's where the judgmental and everything comes out in us. But to actually see things, what I call in that consciousness scale I showed to you guys, where shame and guilt is at the lowest, and love and gratitude and everything's at the top of the scale, there's a midpoint called neutrality, okay? In this neutrality state, if you can stay there, it keeps you out of being in the victim mode. Why is this always happening to me? You see things and understand that there is a teaching behind it. And when you start seeing things like a diamond, different perspectives, different facets of that diamond, everybody has a truth. And it's just so crazy because we're so quick to judge, and we're so quick, especially nowadays with everything going on in the world. Fear is everywhere, and you gotta get a control of those emotions. All right. We're going to move on to Cupid. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. St. Valentine's Day has roots in several different legends. One is the earliest popular symbols of the day is Cupid, the Roman god of love, who is represented by the image of a young boy with a bow and arrow and a little peepee. Sorry, I had to do that. In classical mythology, Cupid, meaning passionate desire, is the god of desire, erotic love, attraction, and affection. He is also portrayed as the son of the love goddess Venus. Cupid is Venus's son. How crazy is that? Okay. And the god of Mars, which is the god of war. Okay. He is also known in Latin as Amor. French word amore means love. So amore must come from this word, is what I'm thinking. His Greek counterpart is Eros, which I've mentioned to you. Although Eros is generally portrayed as slender, winged youth in classical Greek art during the Hellenistic period. Oh, I got it. Yay for me. He was increasingly portrayed as a chubby boy. Chubby boy. Where's my chubby boy? Okay. He required a bow and arrow that represented his source of power. A person or even a deity who is shot by Cupid's arrow is filled with uncontrollable desires. Okay. In myth, Cupid is a minor character who serves mostly to set the plot in motion. He opens the doors. He is the main character only in the tale of Cupid and Psyche. When wounded by his own weapons, he experiences the ordeal of love. So if he misses and shoots himself, he's stuck in that state of love. Although other extended stories are not told about him, his tradition is rich in poetic themes and visual scenarios such as love conquers all and the punishment of torture of Cupid, the contrite heart. We fall in love, we make sacrifices and put on the line things. We're not guaranteed love's going to last. But love always cures and love always heals. I believe in love. Okay. Mr. Cupid, hey, he's so cute. I gotta show him again. In the art, Cupid often appears in multiple as amores or amornini in the later terminology of art history and equivalent to the eros. And again, he is a wing. Whoops, wrong one. Sorry, my bad. He's a winged being. You can't barely see his wings back there, but they're there. So he is a winged being. Oh, she needs a bra. Goodness gracious. Cupid continued to be a popular figure in Middle Ages. When under Christian influence, he often had dual nature as heavenly and earthly love. In the Renaissance, he renewed interest in classical philosophy, endowed him with complex, oh my God, these words, allegorical meanings. Yeah, okay. In contemporary popular culture, Cupid is shown drawing his bow to inspire romantic love. Often as an icon on Valentine's Day, as we see him on cards and such as we see here. Cupid's powers are similar, though not identical to Kamadeva, the Hindu god of human love. I am going to be getting into Hindu gods. I want to also share. Oh my goodness, my brain just left the building. Sorry, my bad. I want to share Lord Ganesh. Thank you, Lord Ganesha. I want to share Lord Ganesh with you, the one with the elephant head and how he got that elephant head. So that's a really interesting story. In Latin literature, Cupid is usually treated as the son of Venus without reference to a father. Seneca says that Vulcan, as the husband of Venus, is the father of Cupid. In later classical tradition, Cupid is most often regarded as the son of Venus and Mars, whose love affair represented that love in war. The duality between the primordial and the sexuality conceived Eros accommodated philosophical concepts of heavenly and earthly love, even in the Christian era. Interesting. So what you guys think so far? Covering up. I got all these. I can't see the things. All right. Anyway, so here comes the fun part. St. Valentine's Day. I have great respect and adoration. Admiration. There you go. That's the word. I like words. For this saint, I really do, because he believed in the power of love and he sacrificed everything in him for that power of love, and God bless for that, man. Saint Valentine. I'm going to give you a brief description of what is associated with Saint Valentine. I'll give you a few little things here. These are things that are associated with St. Valentine's. A rose, a red heart, and of course, Mr. Cupid. We talked about him. The colors associated with Valentine's are red, which represents the contrite heart, the bleeding heart, okay, also represents roses. Pink is passion, and white is for purity, which, again, we're in the month of what? February. February is all about what? Purification. So that's where the white comes in. So I'm going to go back up here because I'm going to try to go in order here. Okay. So St. Valentine was 3rd century Roman saint, commemorated in the Western Christianity on February 14th. And in Eastern Orthodox on July 6th. From the High Middle Ages, his saint's day has been associated with the tradition of courtly love, not the actress. He is also a patron saint of Tierney. Tierney is a city in Italy. He's also the patron saint of asthma. No wonder I love the guy. Help me breathe, damn it. Okay. And beekeepers. Beekeepers. He's sweet. The honey's really good stuff. St. Valentine was a clergyman, either a priest or a bishop in the Roman Empire, who ministered to persecuted Christians. He would preach Christianity to those who would listen. He was a bishop in the Roman Empire who ministered in he was a martyr. Okay, a martyr. A martyr is somebody that gives themselves up for what they believe in. That was a martyr. Is one who voluntarily suffers death rather than deny their religion. By words or deeds, such as actions, is afforded special institutionalized recognition in most major religions of the world. The term may also refer to anyone who sacrifices their life or something in their life, okay, of great value to them for the sake of principle. St. Valentine was buried at a Christian cemetery in Via Flaminia on February 14th, which has been observed as the Feast of St. Valentine's Day. They killed him on that day. Yes, sir. St. Valentine's became sainted and worshipped because they killed him on St. Valentine's Day, February 14th. How crazy is that? So, hence the bleeding heart on my face over here. Okay. All right. He was observed at the Feast of St. Valentine since then, at least the 8th century. It was the 8th century. Relics of him, wait till you see this. The church and catacombs of San Valentino in Rome, which remained an important pilgrim site throughout the Middle Ages until the relics of St. Valentine was transferred to the church of Santa Prassede during the Nicholas IV reign. All right, his skull crowned with flowers. I'll show that to you. Here it is. There he is. There's your skull. Why do they feel the need to take these saints and cut them up into bits and ship their stuff all over the place? I don't understand this. All right. The skull crowned with flowers is exhibited in the Basilica of Santa Maria in the Cosmin, and I will show that to you. Here it is. He's up front there somewhere. His little skull capsule. So anyway, so this is the church they're talking about right now. Other relics of him are in Whitefair Street Church in Dublin, Ireland, a popular place of pilgrimage, especially on St. Valentine's Day. For those seeking love, at least 2 different Saint Valentines are mentioned in early martyrologies. These are martyrs. So there are more than one Saint Valentine's, but the one I'm talking about today is the one that the first Valentine's card came to be from him. This is a love story, so here we go, guys. Saint Valentine's of Rome. Here we go. He died in the third century. The Rome feast, as I said, is February 14th, name of 1 or 2 legendary Christian martyrs whose lives seem to be historically based. Although the Roman Catholic Church continues to recognize Saint Valentine as a saint of the Church, he was removed, but they still took his head. Yes. From the general Roman calendar in 1969. I was 1 year old. Interesting. Because of the lack of reliable information about him, he is the patron saint of lovers, epileptics, and beekeepers. Yes. By some accounts, Saint Valentine was a Roman priest and physician who suffered martyrdom. Okay. Which means he gave up his life for his cause. The death of suffering of martyr, okay, the contrite heart. During the persecution of the Christians by the Emperor Claudius Gothicus. Where are you, Claudius? I got you here somewhere. Claudius, there he is. All right. So Saint Valentine was a Christian priest who lived in 270 AD at the time of the Roman government controlled much of the world. The Roman government needed many soldiers to protect the lands. The Emperor Claudius II decided that married men not make good soldiers because they wanted to stay home and be with their wives and children. He made a very strange law that said young men were not allowed to marry. He also said that any priest who married a young couple would be put to death. A priest named Valentine disobeyed the emperor. He secretly was marrying young couples. When the emperor found out, he had Valentine imprisoned. Since Valentine had helped lovers, the day he died became a day for people to express love to others. So this is crazy. Here is Saint Valentine. Saint Valentine. The Roman soldiers, here we go. They were banned from getting married because they didn't want to hear the whining. I want to go home, be with my kids and wifey poo. All right, so he banned it. And the crazy part is Claudius only ruled for 1.5 years. So if Saint Valentine just held back for 1.5 years, when marriage came back into play, timing sucks sometimes. It really does. Okay, Saint Valentine. Legend of Saint Valentine exists many theories about the origin of Saint Valentine and about how his Roman martyr becomes the patron saint of lovers. These theories were based on many legends that certainly were based in facts, and they were lost in time. So, the soldiers were banned from getting married. Saint Valentine was secretly marrying people because he believed in the sanctity of marriage. He believed in the sanctity of love. So he would marry them in secret. Once upon he was imprisoned, here he is, okay. Once he was imprisoned, and I'll explain the girl up above in a second, he claimed that he had powers to the guard here, the one that runs the prison, okay? So the guard brought down his daughter, who's blind. That's why you can't see her eyes there. Brought his daughter down and said, Saint Valentine, prove to me you have powers. Heal my daughter. Saint Valentine placed his hands upon her eyes, and immediately her eyesight was restored. The jailer's daughter continued to visit Saint Valentine every day as he was imprisoned, and they grew and fell in love with one another. So that's kind of interesting. I showed you. Oh, something just flew in front of me. Did you see that? It just went. Hello. So yes, so he was imprisoned. Okay, so that was crazy. He fell in love with the jailer's daughter, and when he was being taken to be killed on the 14th of February, he wrote a love letter to her and signed it from your Valentine. Thus, the name Valentine was born. He was the one that gave the first Valentine's Day card. Okay, he left it on the thing. But the other thing that I dove into and I figured out too is that the lovers that he married in secret would also come to the prison and leave notes on the windowsill for him to read, thanking him for his sacrifice and feeling bad that he's being imprisoned and soon to be beheaded. Yes, beheaded. Do you like those beheadings? Here's another beautiful Valentine's Day card for you. So that's kind of special. All right. During the persecution of the Christians by the Emperor Claudius Gothicus, about 270, he was buried on the Via Flaminia, which is the main route to Rome from the northeast, and Pope Julius reportedly built a basilica. Look, I turned the page down. To cover his grave. A basilica is an architectural building in the Roman Catholic and Greek Orthodox churches. It's a canonical title of honor given to church buildings that are distinguished either by their integrity. Okay. Whoops. Geez, I'm popping things up already. Don't read that. I wasn't ready for that one. Okay. So a prayer for St. Valentine. On St. Valentine's Day. God bless you on this special day. God keep you in his care, and may his blessings and his love go with you everywhere. So that's kind of cool. Next page. Okay. The jailer's daughter, to whom he befriended and healed from the blindness. So we'll go back up here to this one. Sign the note from your Valentine. So we can thank St. Valentine for honoring love in the month of February, as well as beginning of Valentine's Day cards being passed around, roses being symbols of love, as well as sweets of chocolate. Okay, so let's talk about these things, shall we? Chocolate gives powers of love. Aphrodisiac. The Aztecs created a beverage name. Oh my God. Yeah, I missed a word. I'm going to spell it to you guys. XOCOLATL. Zocolado, containing cocoa, honey, and vanilla, which was believed to give special powers and arouse passion. The Aztec king would drink his potion before entering his harem. It's the same thing as Viagra. Okay. Leading Spanish explorers to conclude that this chocolate must indeed give special powers of love. It makes me feel better. Food of the gods. The scientific name of cocoa tree is Theobroma cocoa in Greek, literally translated as food of the gods. What better way to spoil someone than offering them a treat good enough for the gods? So this is why we give chocolates on Valentine's Day. Chocolate influences your mood, and it is so true. It is a mood enhancer. It absolutely is, especially for women during that time of month. Anyway, it definitely is a mood enhancer. It releases endorphins. It makes you feel good. Historical antidotes are now supported by scientific evidence. Chocolate, the love drug, contains, oh my God, not fentanyl. PHENYLETHYLALANINE. Vincent, say it. Okay, I can't do this. This releases endorphins in your brain, results in the same happy feeling you experience when in love. Different cultures celebrate Valentine's Day in different ways. In the U.S., Valentine's Day is celebration of love in the broadcast sense, and even children share Valentine cards and sweets with their parents. In Japan, it's the biggest chocolate moment of the year, with women offering chocolate gifts. Oh, good gosh. I'm going to say this wrong. Giri Choco. Giri Choco. Giri Choco. to men. In South Korea, women also present chocolate to men who return the favor by giving sweets of the month later. A month later, they'll give them some. March. In Argentina, celebrations last a week, and in Taiwan, Valentine's Day is celebrated twice a year, February 14th and July 7th. Okay. Cupid, as we said, is one of the 6 symbols of Valentine's Day. The other symbols are hearts, lovebirds. I got my love owls up there in the corner. I like owls. I love owls. Owls are so special. Roses, love knots, a Valentine's Day card. During Valentine's Day, cartoon images of Cupid are often laid on red, pink, and white background, as you see here. The reason these colors are connected with Cupid is because they are the 3 main colors of Valentine's Day. Red color is passion, energy, and also I said is also stands for the contrite heart. Pink, love and romance. White color, purity, and the color of perfection. Almost done. So I want to say a special prayer to Saint Valentine's because his sacrifice for love. That's what I'm all about. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm not about, I share these beings because these beings bring us love and infinite love if you're tapped into it, and joy and lovely things. So I want to thank him. I want to thank you for the precious gift of love you have given to the world and to me. Thank you for blessing me for every day with this love and the power and strength that I get from you every single day. Without your love for me, I can't be, I can't function, I can't even breathe because I need your love to sustain me. It's like food and medicine for my soul. Please continue to let me feel your comforting love in my life and I give myself over to you and you to perfect in me this gift of love that I may be able to express it and share it with others. I have not always been good at this. Forgive me, Lord. Some people are harder to love than others. Oh, don't we know that? But I want to be like your son, Jesus. So please continue the work you are doing in my heart so my heart will be like yours. In this I pray. Amen. So again, I don't want I don't want you to think this is all about religion and so forth and so on. I work with these people. I really do. They're ascended masters. They're lovely, lovely beings. And I want to show you the biggest contrite heart of all. Who do you think this is? Yes, I am going to mention Jesus because I work with the dude through the Holy Fire Reiki, and he predates religion. This is about love, man, pure unconditional love. So the contrite heart, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and he saves those whose spirits have been crushed. Jesus. Pointing to his heart, yes. I just like this poem. I hope you don't mind if I share it with you. What can I give to Jesus on this special Valentine's Day? How can I tell him I love him and follow him, come what may? How can I show I need him? Should I send a red heart with lace? How can I thank him enough for his sacrifice of love and grace? What Valentine can I give him my adoration to impart? I give to him what he wants most. I yield to him my heart. Again, that's all they're about, man. That's totally all what it's about. So I'm going to jump over to chat real fast here. So this is my St. Valentine's Day tribute to Eros, to Cupid. I love my little flying feet, my little flying fellows. Thought I saw something back there. Okay. Next week's class is going to be the Greek god Helios. We have to do the sun. We did the moon. We got to do the sun now. He's a conscious being. I'm trying to prove or share that there is consciousness. And again, I don't ask you to believe in my beliefs. I don't ask you to buy the stuff that I'm selling. Okay. I just ask you to have an open mind. And everybody in here has a beautiful open mind. You have a beautiful open heart. I can feel you guys. You have no idea how I can feel you. You guys, like I said, you make me shine. So, Helios. Okay, so that's going to be a fun class. Again, I do have the Reiki books and certificate. Jasmine, you're all set, and Ashley is all set as well. So they are in for the class. So I thank you all for being here tonight, and I thank you for everything that you do. I'm gonna show this to you. Happy Valentine's Day from Kat. Um, I really appreciate you. And if you can, like this video, Adam, Vincent, thank you for being here tonight. Penny, Shane, Julie, Sarah. I know Carrie is in here, Natalie. I thank you all for absolutely coming here and spending your time. So I greatly appreciate you all, and have a lovely, lovely Valentine's Day. And I'll see you next week, same time, same channel. And one more thing, shine, shine, shine. See you later. Bye.